Kia ora, tēnā koe, tēnā koutou katoa. It's Creative Monkey from Aotearoa. You may know it as New Zealand. I'm in the PT server on the first weekend of October to explore the shelter business, of course. I've chosen to build near the Overseers Camp in the Wayward, which is over there. Going into build mode, hopefully. But I like this clip face. I really want to test the shelter. I've heard rumours about it being an expensive vault or whatnot, and I want to see how the placement goes. So here we go. I've already moved my camp down there, so let's have a look. Shelters are right down the end, so you have miscellaneous structures usually at the end. There's one more. Now you've got this fella. I want to know whether or not I can manipulate him into the hill, and this POV is not good. So let's see if we can't get up in the peak here somewhere. Okay, turn it around. Now I want to know, will he sink into the ground or come into the rock? And the rock's not a happening thing. Sinking into the ground, yes. Be wary though, you still need to get to the door. So if I put that there, this is what we have. A bit of a mess. I'll see if I can juggle it in a bit more. No, not going to happen for me. Okay, so the rock face thing with this particular shelter, maybe not. Might be better nestled against more flatter ground than a hill if you're going into a rock face. Let's have a look and see what this one looks like inside. Here we are inside the big one, and by big I mean this fella, okay? Yeah, I've had a go previously, and all this stuff floating here goes to show that with the other changes that they've made with the shelter, they've also changed the build and that they've allowed you to place anything. It reminds me of a mod in Fallout 4, the Place Anything mod. And it allows you to scrap out of place. Now this allows for floating buildings, yes? Spaceship creative design, around buildings a lot easier. It's something I want to show you is that you have the ability to turn snapping on or off in the PTS, and I like it. I wish it was part of the normal criteria. So if I choose say a floor, as you see, normally it snaps to another floor. By the way, these floors snap to the current vault floor that is built there. Now the thing that I've noticed, because this is like the 5th time I've built one of these particular shelters, this vault shelter, is whatever I add to it, whenever I build it, even if I scrap it, the stuff stays in there. Fantastic if you're going to be traveling around and finding new locations and you've got something you like, you want to keep it. It's really frustrating in the old in the current way, because your build is broken up into blueprints and they don't snap and things are floating or the terrain doesn't agree with it, etc. Ooh, you know. Let's have a look at the sheer volume and size of this thing. As you can see, you can snap things. Let's go to floors. So if you have a look down the bottom there, we've got build and toggle snapping on as your X. So snap, very handy. Now, if I turn that off, all of a sudden I can do things like this. You know, make a little stairway or some sort of, if I wanted to, I could even raise the step. So it is completely floating. Jug's gonna love it. You know, in the world of Jug, you'd need or you would typically use a snapping tool. Now, one thing to notice is if you have that space between the floors, you've got to jump or you've got to have a stair. But if you have them directly on top of each other without a gap, your walk is fluid. It's just lovely. Sorry about the noise outside. Neighbours are having a raru. Anyway, we have here a fantastic space. So that's the atrium. We go up these stairs. Now, remembering that this is the big door, of course. Alright, now these doors are not typically there. The reason why I've put these here, and this is the second kind of shelter door, is because I wanted to prove something. If we go in one, we have another atrium, full size, exactly the same. So we have this wonderful option of either having a big square concrete block with a fancy vault door, or just a tiny little standard door. Now, we saw outside that we had an issue, and of course if you go to this door, you exit to Appalachia. Now, sorry, before I go outside and show you this little issue, with that and the rocks, there is another option. Okay, now that you've got this guy. This guy's a lot smaller. It's more like a private room within the vault, so I'll show you what that looks like inside. So while you can fill your vault up with gaming or whatever the hell you want, right here you can just, you know, and again, this is proof that it takes you outside, back into the other vault. In here you've got your own little private space, your own room. Alright, things stick to the wall okay, let's have a look. There's your build menu, nice and simple, wall decor, can put something up. Yes you can. Yes, you can. And can you still put it in the middle of the air? Yes, you can. Can you grab it again and make it snap? Let's take toggle snap. That makes it easier to place. Not sure what all that is. Oh. Anyway, tables. Yeah, if I toggle the snap, I can put it anywhere I want. Right. Beds. Woohoo! You know, away we go. Okay. Yeah, building's all standard, and whatever I do in here, if I change my camp, even if I scrap these vaults, what's going to happen is that you end up with exactly the same stuff in there when you rebuild it, if you rebuild it, okay? So keep it empty when you're playing with it. You've got to be out of, whenever you go out an exit door, no matter what room it is, it'll take you outside. I'm noticing funny little behaviours. Now, yeah, you can build these outside each other, or you can build them within each other, which I think is a cool aspect, eh? Not sure how much room you'd need for that, but sounds like fun. So we've tried that one. Let's pop that one away and try the door. See if we can't get it right in there. So if I build a little foundation, like so, so that it makes sense. Then maybe I can pop the door in. And as we know, this door is the same size and the same vault as the big one. No, it actually wants to go. I quite like that. It would be really good if the rock didn't show through the door. So maybe if I move this over here a bit more. This is quite tricky. It just sort of wants to snap by itself there, alright? And then it has a moan. Get rid of that. Oh look, that's cool. And then can I put a stairway to it maybe? What have we got stairs wise? Be interesting to see if any of them snap. No, it's gonna need a foundation. So order is, if you're going into a rock face, put the door in, maybe put a foundation for yourself to stand on, but the door's kind of gonna feel its own way, from what I can gather, as to where it wants to be. Next stage, of course, is to try and marry this up as much as you can. Then we can do some stairs, even build some barricades around here, and away you go. Alright, step out of build mode and let's have a look and see what we've got inside. And there we go, we are back to our original whatever the hell we were doing. Now the other thing I wanted to show you, of course, is these glass walls. You'll be going, where the hell? They're straight from Fallout 4. Well, they have modified them a wee bit. We haven't got that ugly corrugated iron. It's more a steel frame rather than a wood frame, and I have to say it looks considerably sexier. So just to show you where that's tucked away, and for PTS this weekend they've given it to us free. It's right here in walls, tucked in with the wood. So you, again, snapping on or off. If snapping off, I can put it any way I want. You know, there's none of this, ooh, I want to go over here. It makes it, So now we have a terrific, and for this weekend anyway, manipulable, you know what I'm saying, flexible building arena. Do it, guys. Have fun. Get creative. Show them what we can do. Post it. Give them the feedback. Because they need to hear it. If they don't hear it, they're not going to keep it. Alright, so anyway guys, I've had fun showing you what this is all about. I hope you guys have too. And I hope that whatever you're doing, you're having fun. Because having fun is the secret to life, man. Stay well. Thanks for watching. See you later.